Western art makes up a large part of the art market in North America. Cowboy culture is still strong. In this episode, we are visiting Western artist Gordon Manson, his horses, and how they relate to his art.
I started painting when I was 14. I was working in oils, just doing the usual how-to books and making mud pictures. Progressed through some correspondence courses, ended up going to college for advertising art and graphic arts. I worked in the animation business for 10 years. The animation business had kind of died, so I moved up to Westwald where I got back into horses. That's kind of what took me into the cowboy artwork. Having the horses around, being familiar with them, having a subject matter close by. I've always believed that it was something inside of me, a passion or a drive that I had to produce artwork. I tended towards landscapes because my figure drawing was never really that good. I always seemed to stretch things where you can get away with that with trees and grass. People tend to look funny when you stretch different parts of them. As I got my own horses and had them out the window every day, I think the passion for my art and the passion for the horses kind of came together, and I started drawing, and I found that there was enough drive to get the horses in the right proportion and work with that way, so that it's the two of them came together, and I've kind of focused on the cowboy artwork, the cowboy way of life, ranch work, and that sort of thing. I would say that I have a tremendous passion for my horses. I'm continually trying to improve not only my skills with them, but my relationship with the horses. I have tremendous passion for my artwork. So I guess it's two passions coming together that give me the drive to produce the artwork and maintain my relationship with the horses. Horses, if you know what to look for, are extremely expressive. They will tell you how they feel anytime, and you just have to know how to read it. It's how they position their ears, how wide they hold their eyes, if they're flaring their nostrils, even swishing their tails. Most people think they're just swatting flies, but there's a way of swatting flies, and there's a way of switching it when they're really ticked. Okay, there's your model.
Okay, all right. I try and
portray what the horse is feeling, also how I'm feeling about the horse, or the way the horse is working with the cows, working for the cowboy. All of my drawings and all of my paintings are something that I've personally experienced. It's not a landscape that I've invented. It's not a situation that I've read a history about and done a drawing or a painting to depict that history. These are images, they're all something that I've actually experienced. I'm trying to freeze a moment in time that I saw as being important. I'm trying to communicate the idea of the importance of what my subject is doing. I like the acrylic painting, but I also like the approach that I take to the pencil drawings, where I totally leave the background out so that the viewer can relate in their own way. They can put it into their own environment, so it means more to them. I prefer the high detail. It's always been that way, even landscapes. I mean, I wasn't achieving that in the early years, but they were always recognizable images. I think I'm a very logical, step-by-step kind of person. I could never even do what they told you to do in the drawing books, is where you make the circle and the triangle and then you go in and you put the detail and it flows into a nice horse head. Well, my drawings, I tend to start at the background and work to the foreground. That's so that it's real world, logical kind of stuff.
When working in a realist style, a photographic reference can really help the artist see the details.
I work from photographs to get the detail I do, so I take hundreds of photographs. Composition starts in the camera, but it carries on to breaking it down and actually getting the painting ready to go, or deciding on which image to use in the drawing. Sometimes it's two images, combining them.
You have so much experience and expertise drawing them, and I don't see the horses so much, and I'm wondering if you have some good tips to how to approach getting the horse down for someone like myself.
Basic shapes. The chest, where most of their weight is, and the
Yes.
front end is kind of egg-shaped.
Okay.
Then there's a circle for the rump,
Yes.
and then the back leg comes off the rump down to a point, changes direction towards the front,
Yes.
and then the fetlock and the hoof actually change direction again. And in the front leg, the shoulder is up near the withers here at the top, but basically what you really see in detail is the elbow that comes down, and then it narrows to the knee and narrows again down to the foot, and again the fetlock and the hoof are at a forward angle.
How long is the head in proportion to the neck?
I would say that the head, I've never actually measured it, but the head is about 2.5 lengths.
Okay.
Like from the ears to
Yes.
the nose,
Right.
it goes 2.5 times to the wither.
Oh, okay. See, that's really helpful to me because, you know, as a, it would take me a long time to figure that out.
And the neck is really a long arc. whereas the spine actually comes here and then it drops down through the bottom of the neck and connects to the head up here. It's the composition and the subject matter that are the keys to what I'm feeling and what I'm trying to get across. I take it to a point where I'm satisfied that what I'm looking to convey or what I'm looking to show or some of that feeling is there, and really the only way to find out is to get feedback from people that look at it. I'm not sure what feelings I'm trying to get across, but I know there's a lot of feelings that come up when I'm working on a piece, and some of that has to get through. Very often it's up to the viewer to bring their emotions or allow their emotions to be affected by the artwork.
Artists often have a deep connection to their subject matter, which can often spill over into their lives and their art.